Welcome back to Walk, Run, Soar. It's Monday, day 35. Oh, we're coming so close to the end here. Day 35, number 44 in the book, Learning from the Crepe Myrtle. And I had no idea what a crepe myrtle was. Still kind of don't, but I have a better idea now that I've read this. Our verse is, and I just got done with a little warm up on the treadmill, and I'm filming this and then going outside and doing some hills on the driveway because I have a last minute race that has quite a bit of hill in it. So anyway, talk more about that later. Our verse is Isaiah 55, verse 13. Instead of the thorn shall come up the cypress, instead of the briar shall come up the myrtle, and it shall make a name for the Lord, an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. So she talks about how she went for a run with one of her friends, and one of their goals for this run was just to find their favorite things out in nature that reminded them of how great God is. They call it glory chasing. They saw frogs and bunnies and birds, and the sun was doing crazy things in the sky. All of these things they were really enjoying on this run. And it reminded her of the verse from Psalm 19, verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork. She talks about, and I experience this all the time when I'm trying to take pictures of really pretty things. They said they were trying to take pictures, but nothing could capture what it would actually look like in real life and how wonderful it was. But what she does share is that they came upon a crepe myrtle. And she says, but it was the crepe myrtle near the end of our run that made me stop in my tracks. Her branches were dressed in white flowers like a vintage lace wedding gown. She stood so regal at the end of the path, and yet somehow whispered kindness and grace over me as I ran on tired, sore legs. So a crepe myrtle is some sort of plant with white flowers. I might have to look it up. I'm not really... You know what? I'll insert a picture of a crepe myrtle right here because I don't know what it is. But she says it's a hardy plant known for the long blooming season, and it can withstand the heat, although it prefers shade. And in our verse that I read at the beginning, it compares the crepe myrtle to a briar. That's what is used to contrast. And the crepe myrtle is resilient, robust, and flourishing. And she sometimes will pray that over herself, that she wants to be like the crepe myrtle and enjoy the details of today, whether in heat or shade. Allow me to be a sweet fragrance, reflecting your glory to others. And she says that that's what it means to be a glory chaser. It's having eyes to look up and see God's handiwork, even when the heat and the hills of life's trials tempt us to focus too much on our own burning feet. It's receiving his lavish love for us each day and pointing others to his glory like the crepe myrtle. And this is appropriate for me today because honestly, I was in a terrible, terrible mood this morning. I happened to have a car oil change. So that's when I read my devotion while I was waiting for my car oil change early this morning. And I was like, yeah, definitely for me, because I was in a terrible mood this morning, and it was, most of the time my terrible moods are over really stupid things. They don't feel stupid to me, but in the grand scheme of things, with all the other crazy things happening in the world, it's so little. Honestly, it's a daily prayer for me for God to give me a better attitude about stuff. But I particularly enjoyed reading this particular devotion this morning. Our faith step: how have you experienced God's glory through creation? No matter what you're going through today, take some time to notice the beauty around you. Slow down and savor. Write down in detail 3 things you saw on your run that displayed God's glory. So that's a good one. I haven't really done a really good trail run in a long time, but that's one of the things I do like about trail running is it really puts you in nature, and you can see lots of things. And because, at least for me, because I have to run so slow, it gives me a lot of time to notice those things. Our inspirational quote is from Jim Fixx, author of The Complete Book of Running. And I like this quote. Set aside time solely for running. Running is more fun if you don't have to rush through it. I like that. Our training note from Coach Sean: wear a hat or visor to protect your head, preventing sweat from dripping into your eyes and shade your face. This will protect your face from the harsh sun and minimize squinting, which can tense up your head, neck, and shoulders. I have discovered the wonderfulness of running in sunglasses. I usually don't like things on my face, but when that sun is bright, I prefer sunglasses over wearing a hat. But once I got a good pair of sunglasses that, feel light on your face and all that jazz, it definitely helps with running when it's bright outside. So I hope everyone's having a great Monday. I believe tomorrow, it might be random days this week where I double up as we're coming up to Easter, which is very exciting. So there may be 2 tomorrow, there may be not. 2 days this week, I will have 2, but I'm not sure what days they'll be. So I hope everyone's well, and I will see you tomorrow.